Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. My name is Veronica Delisho. I will be your moderator today. Welcome all to our webinar, Women in Wealth Creation, from Saving to Investing and Business Growth. We are going to be live from 2 to 3:30 p.m. and it's going to be an interactive webinar. Just as a housekeeping, I would like for everyone to put their microphone on mute. For question and answers, please do raise a hand and not text on the chat. For the chat would be used if your key takeaways, comments, and where you are joining from. That is where we're going to be using the chat. We'll be strict on time so as we make sure every topic is covered. To start with, wealth is built when income is turned into assets safely, consistently, and with the right information. We can start with a quick check-in. Have I ever invested before? Have I tried investing? Or am I already consistently investing? Just as a quick check-in. To introduce the panelists, we have Ms. Stella Riwa, securities trader from Vertex. You can say hi.
Hi, everybody.
We have Ms. Cloud Edson, Chief Internal Auditor from DSE.
Good afternoon.
We have Ms. Jane Kaluma, Head of Products, ABSA.
Hello, good afternoon.
And we have Ms. Rehema Chuma, Informal Management Sector Manager from NSSF. Rehema, we can't hear you.
Good afternoon. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
And thank you for joining us, everyone. So each speaker will have a focused slot, and I will guide through a few questions. Then we'll take a moderated Q&A near at the end. We are going to start with Ms. Stella. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, Veronica.
Okay.
Yeah, my name is Stella, as I have been introduced by our moderator, Veronica. I work at Vertex International Securities, and I'm a security trader. I trade shares and bonds. So I hope that all women in here are going to invest in securities, both bonds and shares. I would like to thank you, moderator, for giving me these nice opportunities to share with women about women capital and the capital market investing. Firstly, I would like to introduce my company, which is Vertex International Securities Limited. And now we can see what is Vertex International Securities Limited. Vertex is a private company incorporated since 1998 under Companies Act number 12. This is when the Dar es Salaam Stock Exchange was established. So we are the first one being licensed under this Dar es Salaam Stock Exchange. So Vertex, is a licensed dealing member of Capital Markets and Securities Authority. This means CMSA. Vertex is a licensed dealing member. This is LDM of the Dar es Salaam Stock Exchange and CSDR. Also, Vertex is the primary dealing member of BOT, Bank of Tanzania. This means that we can trade the primary bonds which are hosted by Bank of Tanzania, and we can help women to invest in Dar es Salaam in the companies which are listed under Dar es Salaam Stock Exchange. I would like to highlight our core business as Vertex International Securities, being an international company listed under caption number 12. Which was the first companies in Dar es Salaam Stock Exchange. Actually, Dar es Salaam Stock Exchange was established in 1997. So we are proud of being a first brokerage firm, which is a company DSC to being established under that date of 1997. Now, I would like to introduce our core business. What our business doing? Because before I go to our business doing, actually, before being a brokerage firm, we need to obtain a license with our regulators. The regulators is DSC and CMSA. So we are licensed to trade shares. I hope in 3 months we are going to invest in shares and bonds. Also, we are licensed to invest in corporate bonds, government securities. These are BOT. BOT hosts the primary bonds, which are named as treasury-based and government bonds. The difference is when you invest in treasury-based, we call them a short-term, but government bond is a long-term bonds starting from 2 years on 25 years, but you earn interest. The difference between treasury-based and treasury bonds is when the treasury bonds, you earn interest. This means the coupon being payment yearly, but paid every 6 months. I hope you woman understanding me. After saying that, our other core business, we trade in shares. I hope mostly of you humans, you know what is shares, if it's in the Dar es Salaam Stock Exchange. Thank you. This is what is Vertex. Thank you, Moderator Veronica. I cannot hear you.
Thank you, Stella. You have given us a very, very brief summary. So just a few questions to ask. What, as a woman, what would you prefer, giving us the risk and the advantages of shares or bonds? Which is better?
Oh, thank you, Veronica. That is very interesting question.
Yeah.
But before knowing the risks and returns, I would like to mention what is shares and bonds. Women who are listening to me kindly know that we have so many opportunities available in Dar es Salaam Stock Exchange. Vertex offers these opportunities. So when you invest in shares, first you know what is shares. Shares means when you invest in a certain company being listed under the Dar es Salaam Stock Exchange, you expect 2 things. Firstly, you invest to earn what we call it dividend, magawio. And secondly, we expect to get what is called price appreciation, yani ile ongezeko la bei. I would like to share an example ili women ambao wapo humu kwenye hii webinar waweze kuelewa ni namna gani mwanamke unatakiwa uwekeze kwenye shares na upate faida. Tuko wanawake ambao wengi na soko letu mara nyingi yani linaongozwa na investment ya wanawake. So wanawake wote humu Najua kuna wanaume, lakini I would like to encourage wanawake. Wanawake tuamke, ndio muda wetu sasa. Tuinvest, tuchukue fursa ambazo zipo kwenye soko la hisa. Kiukweli, fursa ambazo zinapatikana kwenye soko la hisa zipo nyingi tu, tutaziona mbeleni kadiri tunavyozidi kwenda. Lakini as your question, I would like to elaborate faida ambazo zinapatikana kwenye investment of shares. Kwamba the first niyo price appreciation. Wale ambao hawanielewi, you buy shares at a lower price and then you sell them at the higher price. And then tuna faida nyingine kubwa, achana na hizo faida nyingine ndogo ndogo, kwamba unaweza ukahudhuria AGMs na ukavote for any board of directors au kiongozi yote ambaye anaweza akatuongoza. Tunaangalia sisi faida zetu ambazo zitatupeleka mbele zaidi. Kuna hii ambayo inaitwa capital gain. Nitaielezea mbeleni kadri tunavyozidi kwenda. Asante moderator kwa hii. When we come to the bonds kawaida tunaziita risk free. Ni risk free kwa sababu zina guarantee. What you invest ina guarantee kwamba yani kile kipato ambacho unawekeza, wanawake wenzangu, lazima utakuwa refunded baada ya mkataba kuisha. Lakini tufahamu kwamba wakati unawekeza kwenye bonds, zipo bonds za aina tofauti tofauti. Kama nilivyo mention, tuna short term bonds na long term bonds. Short term bonds hizi ni zile ambazo ziko less than a year. Kwa hiyo mwaka mmoja, miezi 6, siku 90. Lakini hizi hazitoi coupon payment. Hizi zinatoa nini? Ile capital gain. Let's say for example, ili wamama ambao mpo humu ndani muweze kunielewa, ili muache kuweka zile fedha zenu kule kwenye benki ya saving account ambazo zinapata hasara ziongezeki, muje huku kwenye kuinvest in shares and bonds. Let's say kama nina kipato changu kidogo, naenda kuwekeza kwenye let's say short term bond ya base ya BOT. Mfano mdogo tu, unaweza ukawa let's say naanza tu na amount kubwa, lakini kwa sababu hii ni short term lazima uwe na amount kubwa. Let's say you have a 50 million, you will lend 50 million to BOT, to the government, lakini at the end of the maturity ambayo ni mwaka mmoja, let's say utaendi milioni 48, lakini mwisho wa siku itakurushia milioni 50. Ina maana ile the difference between milioni 58, let's say 48 to 50, ile difference ya milioni 2 ndio faida yao. Pia tuna hizi long term ambazo zina offer coupon payment ambayo inakuwa paid yearly. Lakini sasa zinategemea. Kuna za miaka 25, 20, 15 na kadhalika. Lakini kikubwa katika hili, hizi za miaka 15 zina offer about 15%. Ingawa sasa hivi soko letu limekuwa na awareness kubwa, so wanalireduce. Before wanazidi kulireduce, naomba wewe mwanamke ambaye uko humu ndani, kindly contact us tukupe namna ya kuwekeza. Asante Veronica. Mambo ni mazuri, lakini muda ni mchache, naomba ni control time. Thank you for this question, Veronica.
Thank you, but I still have a question for you, Stella. Sorry. As talking to women, let alone the men, the women, our finances are not that huge. See, you're speaking about 50 million, us getting such kind of amount that's for the men. So let's go to women as about na hela ndogo ndogo 50,000, 100,000, hizi ndogo ndogo zinazopatikana. Yes, how would you advise us to go on shares and bonds?
Yeah, sisi wanawake obviously najua tuna kipato kidogo, sio kama wanaume ambao wana mabavu na kipato kikubwa. Actually, I would advise you to start earlier. The earlier the better. Kama let's say una kipato chako unaweza ukatenga kwenye salaries, wewe ni mwajiriwa. Unaweza ukaamua ukatenga maybe unatenga let's say 5,000 each month. You start earlier. Sisi kama Vertex tutakuadvise ni namna gani ya kuwekeza iko kipato. The earlier the better. if you have maybe 50 million, you can start investing. That we will share with you like 30% unakileta kwenye shares, ambazo shares are said to be more risk but high return, lakini 7% tutaielekeza kwenye bonds ambazo ni risk free. Of this bond kuna, and also tunaweza ku advise to invest in mutual funds like Vertex. Sasa hivi tuna mfuko wetu ambao unaitwa bond funds, na hii bond funds pia ina allow kipato kidogo. Kwa hiyo you woman who is listening to me right now, kindly consult me for your own time so that we can advise you where to invest. Thank you. I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you.
Thank you, Stella. And another question just as I wanted to ask. So if, as it stands right now, I want to invest, what are the 3 checks, or what are the checks that I should have so as I can be able to do that investment?
Thank you for a very nice question and very interesting question for women who are listening now. Things to check before investing. Please, women who are listening to me, kindly investigate. Firstly of all, jua kwamba unaenda kuwekeza wapi na kipato chako kipoje. Unaona eh? Kwa hiyo unatakiwa you understand the whole concept of investment. I'm sure if you do not understand this concept, utaenda in a wrong way. So learn how you invest your money, growth in terms of invest, coupon payments, how coupon are being paid, kama utawekeza kwenye government bonds au kama utawekeza kwenye kwenye mutual funds, they have their different returns, lakini mostly kama bond fund ya Vertex, we offer you from 13% na kuendelea. Lakini pia jua kwamba if you are going to invest in shares, jua kwamba kwenye shares una earn nini. Elewa, kwa sababu soko letu la hisa lina 28 companies. Usije ukakurupuka tu, because now DSE wameprovide a platform ya ku trade your own from your mobile. Ukaona tu shares kwa mfano kama jina limeonekana tu labda la bank fulani, ukaona hii bank iko performance, let me invest on this bank. No. As Vertex, we don't advise you this. Kindly investigate, get enough research. Tuna researcher wetu timu hapa Vertex ambayo itakuadvise where to invest. Kwa hiyo kitu kikubwa cha kuangalia, angalia kwamba unaenda kuinvest kwenye kampuni gani. Usije ukawekeza kwenye kampuni ya Jatu ambayo sasa hivi iko suspended sokoni. Kwa hiyo fanya research ya kutosha. And also jua kwamba dividend history ikoje kwenye hiyo kampuni unayoenda kuwekeza. Umeona eh? Kikubwa zaidi cha kufahamu Veronica na wanawake wengine wanaonisikiliza humu ndani, fahamu kwamba una brokerage unayoenda kutumia au kampuni ambayo unaenda kuwekeza, is it licensed with our regulators? Lazima ufahamu kwamba DSE huwezi tu kwenda kichwa, lazima uwekeze na uwe na uhakika kwamba huyu brokerage firm au listed company iko regulated. Nafikiri kuna DSE ambaye ndio regulator ya kwanza, alafu anafuata CMSA. Cha pili, Veronica na other women who are listening to me, najua kuna wanaume lakini wataibia kidogo kidogo. Me am based kwa wanawake wenzangu ambao tunatakiwa tujikwapue kwenye huu maskini. Unaona eh? Kingine ambacho tunatakiwa tufahamu liquidity ikoje. Hizi ni techniques za investment. Unaweza nao ukainvest shares lakini baadaye ukapata changamoto. Like me myself, I'm a mother of 4 children. Lakini maybe let's say mwanangu bado anasoma, nimekwama school fees, lakini I don't advise kwamba you invest in shares kwa ajili ya kulei kwamba utapay school fees kupitia shares. Hapana, shares are risk free. Wewe wekeza, lakini in your mind jua kwamba something can happen. Shares can rise and fall. Sawa? With this an example, ujue kwamba if now I have an emergency, these shares I'm going to invest ziko easily to exit. Naweza nikanunua na uwezekano wa kuuza na kuwa paid upo? Malipo yanakuwaje? Siku hizi tunashukuru DSC regulator wetu wamepunguza ile settlement format ambayo ilikuwa ni T+3, lakini sasa hivi wamereduce to T+2. Ina maana sasa wewe mwanamke mwenzangu utakapowekeza kwenye labda shares za CRDB ambazo unaona sasa hivi umewekeza, lakini aim yako ni ya 3 years coming planning investment, unaweza ukaona maybe price ime appreciate ukaamua kuexit, lakini lazima ujue kwamba ukiexit how long is it going to take wewe kuwa paid. Kwa hiyo tunashukuru Dar es Salaam Stock Exchange as our regulators wamereduce, and now T+2, if the stock is working, it's performing very good, I'm able to sell my shares and get payments. Thank you, moderator.
Thank you, Stella. So key takeaways I'm having right now is for women with little money, the earlier, the better.
Yes.
Okay, and then we should also learn in what market we are going to be investing in, right?
Exactly.
Thank you very much, Stella.
Thank you.
Your
Thank
list
you.
is very, very nice. You have
Thank
been
you.
congratulating our regulator,
Thank you so much.
DSC.
Yeah.
So let's go to our next speaker, Mr. McLeod, Edson.
Yes, hello, Vero.
Hi, McLeod. Welcome.
How are you? Thank you. First of all, I want to thank Mwananchi for having us here together to discuss opportunities that are available for women and other investors as well. In that scenario, I'm working with the DSC. I'm the Chief Internal Auditor of the DSC. But I'm going to share the information which is public, so people should not worry. I'll disclose names of the investors here. No, I won't disclose, and people should understand that one because I have a privilege of this information. So we will discuss and understand exactly what is DSC, what are the products that are available at DSC, and the women can chip in and invest, as well as how DSC works. And then what are the opportunities that are available, as well as what should I do as a beginner so that I start investing. Stella has mentioned some of them, but I will just mention other checklists that are very important, and then we'll conclude on that area. So DSC is a market that connects people with money. We call them investors, and those who need money, like companies, government institutions, and other institutions. Why these companies, they need money? They need money to grow their investment or to expand their operations. Investors, they want to invest in these companies so that they get a higher return, or they are expecting to receive more than what they are receiving right now. So at DSC, we said, instead of investors like women here to maintain their money at the bank account, we provide opportunities for them to buy shares and then become the part owners of those companies. Second, to receive dividend, we said gawio or capital gain. Madam has mentioned on capital gain. I'll give some few examples on how capital gains is being achieved, as well as you can buy bonds instead of putting your money in the bank, in the saving accounts. You can buy a bond and expect return or coupon. So the DSC also make sure that we ensure the transparent pricing, how securities are priced at the market. Also, we create a fair ground for all participants in the market. We protect investors. Madam Stella has mentioned this one. They are the players from the market, but we are between them and the investors. We are protecting investors' interest. If there's any complaint in relation to investor, they could lodge that complaint to DSE, and DSE will work up with the brokers and whoever is concerned. So in simple, DSE, we turn saving into ownership. Also, ownership creates income as well as income build wealth for women and other investors. So what are the opportunities that are available at the market for women? Number one, Madam Stella has mentioned shares, HISA. You can invest in a company which is listed at the DSE. And what is HISA or shares? This represents ownership. It means when I buy 10 shares of company X, assume DSE, because DSE is also listed. If I buy 10 shares of DSE, implies that I'm the owner of DSE. I own to an extent of 10 shares. So by buying shares of the DSE, what I'm expecting as a return, faida nini ya kununua hisa 10 za DSE? Number one, dividend. At the end of the year, normally companies file their financial returns or they prepare financial statements, audited. After audited, they report profit. When a company where you have invested declared profit, it means I will get dividend. Utapewa kutokana na kiasi cha shares zako ulizomiliki. Also, I will attend AGM. I have power to appoint directors of the company and so on. Also, the money, naweza nikanunua hisa 10 kwa shilingi 10,000 leo, lakini baada ya muda zikawa ni 20,000. So we call it capital growth or capital gain. Another product that is available to them from the DSE and the women and other investors can invest is the government bond. Government normally take money from the public, including citizen, to do some of their strategic investment activities. And this is done through BOT, Central Bank of Tanzania. So what is return for giving government money? Assume you give them 1 million. You're expecting to obtain interest, which is fixed. Naweza kawa 15%, 12%, and so on. Also, the advantage of investing in government bond is they are so risk-free. Risk yake or hatari yake ni ndogo compared to shares or hisa. Also, this is a good type of investment whereby you don't work at all and you are expecting a certain determined income after either 6 months or 1 year. Another type of opportunity that women can invest at DSE is corporate bonds. CRDB, NMB, TMRC, and NBC, KCB, they have raised funds from the public. They come to the public investors. They want to take money for them to do their strategic activities. So by investing in these securities, which are issued by the commercial banks and other institutions, we call them corporate bond, hati fungani za mashirika binafsi. So you get regular income. And recently, we have seen most of these companies like banks, they are issuing bonds and the coupon is being paid after 3 months. Also, if you want to liquidate, to sell your investment, you can come to the DSE through the broker or your bank and sell the security instead of waiting until you get the dividend. Another opportunity that is available at the DSE is we call exchange traded funds. This ni mfuko ya uwekezaji wa pamoja. You get an opportunity to invest in different listed company or avenues just by owning a certain units of ETF. And recently we have 2 ETFs which are listed at the DSE. We have Vertex ETF and iTrust. Others are coming. So what is the advantage of investing in this ETF? You can diversify your investment. the risk that your investment will sink is very minimal. Also, the cost of investment is very low. So let's see how the DSE works. You will find there's a listed company that issues shares to the public or issue bond to the public. So me as an investor or you as an investor or a woman can buy or can sell shares through the DSE. You will contact the licensed dealing member or stockbroker, or you will pass it through our mobile platform, which is DSE Hisaki Janjan. You can place an order to buy or to sell your securities. And then on T+2, the matching will happen, and then money will come to you, and the securities, if you sell, money will come to you, and the security will be transferred to the person who has purchased that one. If you purchase, you are expecting dividend or interest. So I have mentioned a broker at the middle. Broker is the person or is the entity that is licensed by DSE and the CMSA, the regulator. What is the role of broker as far as DSE is concerned? Number one, brokers, they are the one who are supposed to assist you in opening investment accounts, because you are supposed to have an investment account before starting investment. Second, they will assist you. They will give you an information whether you should buy, what are the risks of buying that security, what are the opportunities of buying that security. So that is the role. Also, brokers, they normally conduct research to tell you when you invest in this company or in this security, you are expecting to get a certain amount of money. On that scenario, how price is being determined? The price is calculated by the system, DSE system, whereby the buyer, if we have many buyers, the prices goes up, and if we have high sellers, the prices go down. So what factors influence price changes? Number one, if a company is doing well, the prices of the security at the DSE will go up. Profitability or history of dividend payment. If the company is making high or significant amount of profits, it means investors, they will prefer to invest in that company, because if a company is making profit, it means it will manage to pay dividend. Also, economic conditions, another investor's confidence. So those are the parameters that influence prices. So if a woman wants to start today to invest in the DSE, what are the steps? Number one, you have to open investment account. And for your information, Madam Veronica, Stella has a name here. The data which is available at DSE, 36% of all investors at DSE are female, 54% are male, and 10% are companies and institutions. So you can see female are not so far, but they are trying a level best to invest. And I will give you a good example of how females are doing better compared to men. I'm a man, but I will just give the truth. So the first step is to open your investment account, and you can open through a broker or our mobile trading platform. The second step, you deposit funds into a mobile wallet or trust account maintained by broker. The third step, you start buying. But before buying, you have to ask yourself some few questions. I will just mention 5 of them, very critical, but very simple. Another, if after buying, you have to monitor the progress of your investment. That is very important. So when you start investing as a woman, you're expecting to get dividend, capital appreciation, interest payment, and long-term financial security in terms if you want to do something. Another opportunity that women can benefit from the DSE is if we have a program called DSE Enterprise Acceleration Program as well as Endeleza. These programs are tailored for startup companies that require either funding or they need to get ABCs on how to run the company, how to set up a company, and so on. So DSC will normally provide this training to new investors or startup companies. So why do we do this one? We do this one because we are sure that most of the startup companies, they will grow and they will employ a lot of Tanzanians. So as a woman, if you have a startup company, you can come to DSC, you will secure this training. Is sometimes free. We normally offer free services around this one, and it is practical training that is in the class and off-site training. The purpose of this one is to link female owners of this startup company with the financial providers. Also, you can raise funds through the DSC, you can issue bonds, and you can take advantage of these trainings which are provided by the DC. Another opportunity for a woman is you have Vikoba groups. You can come with your Kikoba and invest in among of the listed securities, or you can come with your investment club or your SACCOs and invest in the DSC securities. We have opportunities around this area. Another item that is very important, I want to stress on this, Madam Vero, is women can be professionals. We have Stella, who is working under the ecosystem of capital market. Also, you can be leaders. DSC, we normally look for the board members. Also, listed companies, they're looking for the directors, management, employees, auditors, as consultants, regulators, investment advisors. So these are the opportunities. And for example, for the directors of a listed company, we have provided a requirement whereby the listed company, at least 30% of their directors should be female. So this is, was done deliberately with the DSC for the purpose of ensuring that women are included in the decision-making in the listed companies. So before starting investing, there are some 5 questions or 5 items that you need to understand. 1, you have to define your goals. Malengo yako ni nini? Hiyo ni namba ya kwanza. Nataka kuwekeza kwa sababu ya kitu gani? Lengo langu ni nini? I want to get income or to grow my portfolio or education fund or retirement. That is the purpose. Number 2, you have to open an account, investment account. In opening account, you need to have your NIDA number, bank details. Those are so simple. Number 3, you have to fund your account with the money so that you invest it. Number 4, select whether to invest in shares, bonds, or ETF. The last one is monitoring. So before doing that one, what are the key items that I have to ask myself? For equity, kama nataka kuwekeza kwenye hisa, swali la kwanza nalotakiwa kujiuliza mimi kama mwanamke mwekezaji, hii kampuni inatengeneza faida? Is this company profitable? If yes, I should go for that. Why? Because it will pay dividend at the end of the year. The second question is, does it pay dividend? Nataka niwekeze kwenye kampuni labda CRDB au NMB. Je, mwaka jana ililipa gawio? Yes, it pays dividend. So it's an option. I can go to invest in that counter. Number 3, is it growing? Hii kampuni inakuwa. Mwaka jana nikiangalia ilifanya vizuri, sawa. Inaongezeka? Je, mambo yake yanaenda vizuri? Yes, it is doing good. So it's one of the checklist natiki. Naweza nikawekeza kwa hiyo kampuni. Number 4, is it well managed? Inaendeshwa vizuri? Ina viongozi walio madhubuti? Wafanyakazi hawalalamiki? Yes, I will take you for that. Number 5, the last one for equity is this company in a stable industry? Je, iko kwenye sekta ambayo ni nzuri ya kiuchumi, kwa mfano benki, viwanda na kuendelea? Kama hivyo, yes, naamua kuwekeza. Kama nataka kuwekeza kwenye hati fungani, bonds, the first question to ask myself is, who is issuing the bond? Assume ni benki. Automatically benki haiwezi kafa kwa sababu is highly regulated. So I can invest. Oh, government is issuing. We know the government bonds are risk free. So there is no problem. I can put my money there. Number 2, is their interest rate attractive? Je, wanatoa interest ambayo ni kubwa? Kwa mfano, kuna mtu nilikuwa naongea naye akaniambia naweza kukopa kwa 5% kwenye SACCOS, nikaja nikainvest kwenye hati fungani kwa zinazonipa 12%. Yes, you can do that one, and that is good way of doing that. Number 3, when will I be paid? Kuna hati fungani zinalipa baada ya miezi 6, mwaka, miezi 3 and so on. If I need money after 3 months, so I can buy those bonds so that I get money after every 3 months. Also, you look on maturity, inaisha muda wake kiasi lini, and so on. So there are some rights for investors to demand on. Haki za wawekezaji, pamoja na kwamba nimeangalia hizi na nikawekeza, lakini pia kuna haki zako za kimsingi kama umeshawekeza. Number 1, access to information. Una haki ya kupata taarifa na kupewa taarifa, whether ni broker, whether ni listed company, whether ni issuer wa product ya listed company, product ambayo imekuwa listed. You have an access to demand and be given. Ukinyima hiyo information, please reach out to DSE. We will assist on that one. Also transparency. Unavyonunua hisa, hati fungani, unatakiwa upewe taarifa zote. Kuna mikataba mbalimbali utapewa, utasainishwa. Broker atakupatia. Endapo hutapata, basi muulize. Na kama atasita kukupatia, please reach out to DSE. We will assist you on that. So where should I get information in relation to investments? You can get information from the DSE websites, or from the company annual reports, or from the broker's office. Brokers wetu wanafanya research on annual basis. They have information, so you can rely on them to make your investment decision. Or there are some trusted financial news. Kuna vyombo vya habari ambavyo vinatoa taarifa kama Mwananchi Communications. They give out commercial information. You can rely on their information which is provided there. So that is how we do and how you can benefit. But kuna challenge moja au barriers ambazo a woman huwa wanaanza kusema, oh, hatuna hela, kwa nini niwekeze, means they have money and so on. That is a notion. Means we don't have money as you think. But investment is an opportunity to everyone. So, and leadership is an opportunity to everyone. I have a case study here. We have 2 banks exactly, CRDB and NMB. The most leading, both of them, they are leading banks in Tanzania. But one is being run by a woman, other is being run by a man. And for the statistics from the domain, public domain, NMB is doing better than CRDB. And for the past 2 CEOs of NMB, they are women. For the past CEOs of CRDB, they are men. So women, you are good in leadership. Women, you can invest in the listed securities. You have a chance to do that one. So what is the impact of women investing in the listed securities at DSE? Number 1, you build your assets. Utaongeza mali zako. Thamani ya mali zako itaongezeka ukiwekeza. Number 2, you have passive income. Yani kwamba utakuwa na kipato ambacho huhitaji kuamka asubuhi kwenda kufanya kazi ili uweze kupata income. So like shares, dividend, you don't need to either to do anything to get the dividend. You just wait, you get dividend. If you invest in bonds, you don't need to do anything. The bond issuer, they'll give you dividend coupon or interest without doing anything. Another strategic impact for a woman investing is growth enterprises. Mkianzisha kampuni zetu au zile startups au vile vikoba vyenu mkifanya vizuri, automatically taasisi au zile startups company zenu mlizonazo zitafanya vizuri na mtaajiri watu wengi zaidi. Also, you'll assist the government in providing education. Also, there's an issue we call saving mobilization. When women have their saving money from the bank or saving to the listed securities, they will have cultivate culture of saving and investing for their children, for the family, and for the whole community. So that is simple, I can say. So we encourage women to invest because families will get stronger. Number two, we encourage women to invest to raise capital, to expand their business, and create employment opportunities. And the last, when women own assets, economies growth and inequality declines. Thank you, Veronica. If I have missed something, please welcome.
No, you have not missed anything. Actually, you have touched every point. But the key takeaway that I've had here is I didn't know if Vikoba also can invest in DSE. So that's
Veronica. Vikoba, they can invest in DSE as their Vikoba or as individuals within the Vikoba. We have the segment for that. And they can have their investment account, which is well monitored and taken care of through their names of Vikoba, exactly.
Okay, by so saying, I think the women in here have heard, and we are going to increase the statistics. Should be 50-50.
Thank you. Welcome, Veronica.
Okay. Thank you very much, McLeod. On to our next speaker. We have heard about Vertex. We have been with DSC. Now let's see the person who holds our money. Jane, you're welcome from ABSA.
Asante Vero. Good afternoon, everyone. I am here from ABSA Bank. I basically look at products and channels. I think because we have a discussion at hand to discuss women, I basically want to highlight one of the products that ABSA Bank specifically created for women businesses. At ABSA Bank tumetengeneza an account kwa ajili ya women businesses inaitwa ABSA She. And probably your question would be, what's the definition of women businesses? That definition is basically centered around two things. One, businesses that have majority shareholding of women. Kwa kama kuna kampuni ambayo majority shareholding ni mwanamke, unaweza kukuta 51%, then that qualifies as a woman business. And then also two, products that are tailored for women. Kwa kuna biashara ambazo zinaangalia services au bidhaa kwa ajili ya wanawake, that's also a women business. Maybe your question may also be utofauti wa hii account na account nyingine kwa ajili ya biashara nyingine ya kawaida ni nini? Kwa sababu sisi pia tunataka kukuza uchumi wa wanawake, tunataka kucontribute hata kwenye sustainability goals ambazo zinataka kupromote gender equality, zinataka kupromote economic growth. That account specifically has no any charges. Kwa hiyo anapokuja mfanyabiashara ambaye ni mwanamke and we identify that it's a business specifically for women, then tunamfungulia hiyo account ambao hatutamcharge chochote. Kwa kama atahitaji kufanya transaction ya kutoa hela hapa kupeleka nje ya nchi, kutoa hela hapa kupeleka kwenye namba yake ya simu, then we won't charge them anything. Again, the advantage of the women business is the fact that as ABSA, we have also set aside, we have entered into some partnerships ambapo tume set aside some funding where year after year huwa tunafanya trainings. So what today Mwananchi ametupa kama a platform kwa ajili ya kuongea na wanawake. We also do that. Mara nyingi we do once every quarter where we call these businesses, tunawaelimisha umuhimu wa kuwa na bank account. Tunawaelimisha documents gani wanatakiwa wawe nazo, lakini pia tunawakutanisha na wafanyabiashara wengine kwa ajili ya masoko ya bidhaa zao na services ambazo wao wana provide. So I think as ABSA, I'm privileged to be here and I'm happy to highlight any questions that you may have for me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jane. It's a good presentation. Just a quick question, if I may ask. What are the financing options that are more practical for women-led SMEs today, and why?
I can think of two options that are more practical for women-led. Nimeongelea issue ya sustainability goals. Sasa hivi kumekuwa kuna agenda ambazo zina push wanawake pia kufanya activities ambazo zina promote economic growth. Kwa hiyo pia serikali imekuja na schemes ambazo zina promote hawa women, lakini pia kumekuwa kuna partners kutoka nje ambao pia wanaleta hizi schemes kwa ajili ya kupromote women businesses. Options that are practical again ni through a bank. Serikali inafanyaje through a bank? Serikali huwa anakuwa na guarantee schemes kwa ajili ya women, ambapo through that unakuta kwenye checklist ya bank kuna vitu vingi vinakuwa vinatakiwa. Not vingi, lakini kuna vitu ambavyo vinakuwa vinatakiwa kwa ajili ya kumwezesha mwanamke kuweza kukopesheka. So one of these things unakuta it can be that lazima hiyo biashara iwe na collateral, na unakuta collateral I mean iwe na dhamana. Anapokuja kukopa awe na dhamana, unakuta labda mtu hana dhamana. For women businesses, hiki sio kitu ambacho kitamzuia yeye asikope. What really happens is unakuta we look at basically their bank statements. Kama bank statement yake inajieleza, kama bank statement yake ina prove kwamba hii biashara inakopesheka, then there's an option for them kuweza kukopa. Kwa for women, one of the options ni kukopa through a bank, lakini unakuta hizi banks tayari zimeshakaa na regulators, zimeshakaa na wizara tofauti tofauti kucraft mikopo ambayo iko ready for women businesses. One of the loans ambazo sisi kama ABSA pia huwa tunatoa, tunaziita micro SME loans. Ukija kuangalia requirements nyingi ya kuja kukopa, unaambiwa uwe na audited accounts, unaambiwa you have all these sets of documents. Lakini when it comes to a women business, mara nyingi tunamuomba tu bank statements zake for the past 12 months. Zile bank statements zinatusaidia sisi kumuassess, je, huyu mtu anakopesheka? Je, hii biashara ipo kweli? Je, anasema labda anataka milioni 50, milioni 20. Je, hicho ambacho anakipokea sasa hivi kinaweza kuservice huo mkopo? Kwa unakuta kwa sababu tulishakaa pia na wizara tofauti, tulishakaa na regulator wetu in terms of BOT kuset hizi products kwa ajili ya wanawake, then we are able to give them loans. Lakini sasa hivi pia kuna partnerships that are happening between banks na fintechs. Benki haiwezi kupenetrate kwenye kila biashara. Same applies, benki haiwezi kumgusa kila mmoja. Kwa hiyo unakuta kama we have partners that are at the front of us ambao wanakuwa wanatusaidia sisi kupenetrate. Tukiwa tunapata data from fintechs, ambapo hii data inatusaidia kuchakata miamala ya biashara kupitia M-Pesa. Tukiwa tunapata such data from fintechs, inatusaidia sisi kusema huyu mtu hata kama hawezi kupata milioni 20, basi anaweza kupata milioni 5, basi anaweza kupata milioni 1 based on volumes ambazo zinapita kwenye namba yake ya simu ya biashara. So I would say two options. One option obviously ni through banks, ambapo we emphasize for these women businesses kuwa na bank account ambayo inamsaidia kukeep a track record ya biashara yake, kukeep a track record ya volume zake. Na mara nyingi ukiangalia, you don't look at it from an area where ni on a short term basis. Angalia on a long term basis where kila mtu ana dream ya kukuza biashara yake, and you'd find ili uweze ku cross international markets utatakiwa uwe na bank ambayo inakusupport nyuma. Utatakiwa na bank ambayo leo ukisupply let's say kahawa huko nje, utaambiwa naomba banki yako niweze kutuma pesa. Ndo muhimu wa kuwa na bank account. Kwa hiyo one area ni kukopa through banks, lakini pia hata hii mikopo ambayo inapatikana through MNOs, unakuta pia banks zinakuwepo nyuma, zinakuwa zimeset some parameters ambapo zinasaidia watu kuweza kuaccess mikopo. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Jane. As we have all heard from our previous speakers how to get the money. So let's say how we can protect what we are getting in the future. So let's invite Ms. Rehema Chuma from NSSF so as she can give us on what to do with our money for our future.
Thank you. Good afternoon once again.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity to speak on how we can utilize our savings into a long span income or long span contribution that will save our lives. To start with, let me go in a bit on the NSSF profile. NSF is a public fund mandated to cover or to extend coverage to Social Security to individuals who are working in the private sector. Or private sector means formal sector and informal sector. And through its mandate, the NSSF has a functions of ensuring that members are registered to the scheme, and then we ensure it is also able to ensure that collections are remitted to the scheme, and also we invest the contributions that we are receiving from the employers and members, and then finally we pay benefits. And currently we have two schemes that are under NSSF. We have formal or statutory contributions for those who are employed under informal sector. And we also established another scheme for the informal economy, those who are self-employed. And women being the majority under informal sector settings. So Hifadhi scheme literally is designed to cater for individuals, especially women who were missing in the Social Security. We call them missed middle. The aim is to ensure that they save for their future in absence of income or in any time that they lose income. So their money will be there to save them. So in formal sector, the entry age point is from 18 and above, but in the informal sector, the entry age is 15. We've considered the age because we know some members of some individuals might not continue with the school. So at the age of 15, they might be going to work in various informal sector settings, businesses or informal sector employment. And the fund has been mandated to collect at least 20% from formal sector, from salary, and from informal sector, we've set a minimum contribution of 30,000 per month, whereby a member is allowed to contribute weekly, monthly, or annually, or semi-annual. So in benefit provision, we have long-term and short-term benefits that we are offering under NSSF, whereby for the long-term benefit, we are offering retirement pension for all the old age people or elderly people, and we serve also invalidity pension, but we also have survivors pension for those who have lost their breadwinners or principal members. And in short-term benefits, we have maternity benefits, and this is particularly for women. Also, we have health benefit, social health benefit, and also we have unemployment or withdrawal benefits. And finally, we have funeral grants. When our member dies, we offer funeral grants. So specifically for this subject here, women have various opportunities to save with NSSF. The first one is to secure their income in case of any contingencies, any calamities that they might encounter while they're living in their businesses or small businesses or medium businesses. So the scheme is there to safeguard their long-term income security. So through maternity benefit, a woman will be able to be covered under medical care and also to be covered under cash benefit whereby we calculate from individual's income. For example, a member who is contributing 50,000, it means that his monthly salary is 250,000, 250K. So when she is expecting delivery at the 24th week of pregnancy, we offer medical care from that day to 48 hours after delivery. And also we offer medical care for those who undergo cesarean section. We offer services up to 7 days. But for health benefit, a woman with her dependents will be benefit after contributing at least 3 months to the fund. And this also is one of the income security, where instead of using his capital to as a medical support, he will definitely go to one of the hospitals that he may choose or she may choose to ensure that she's treated and go back to work. And for retirement benefits, here yet again, we are preserving income, preserving his contribution, so that to ensure that when she gets old, she's being provided with pension benefit, whereby his income that was used to contribute to the scheme will be replaced from the 31st% of income to up to 80% of salary income that he was contributing. So generally, NSSF is there to serve as income securer during the absence of income or loss of income, or during old age period where one might not be able to go to work as normal, or maybe one might not be able to fight if he is under informal economy. So we have a function of investing the monies. I'm happy to hear from the fellow speakers that we have those portfolios that we are investing, so that to make value, to ensure that the money that the members are contributing are valuable, and to get rid of inflation and any other financial instability that might happen in between. So technically, NSSF is a wealth protector instead of wealth creator. But in other words, you can call it a wealth creator, because for this benefit that we are offering, for example, maternity cash benefit, one might, if she's pregnant, after 36 weeks of pregnancy, she'll be able to get equivalent to 3 months of his or her salary. And it depends on the contribution that he used to contribute. So if it is a significant amount of contributions, so she'll be able to to have a capital to either improve the business that she's undertaking, or even start up another business. So in short, NSSF iko hapa kwa ajili ya ku secure future na kuhakikisha kwamba in a long term tunamhakikishia mwanachama maisha yake ya baadaye, lakini vile vile kupitia hii skimu yetu ambayo tunaita hifadhi scheme kwa ajili ya informal economy or informal sector, ina motivate individual women to save, to start saving. Kama tulivyosikia from previous panelists kwamba kuna hizo portfolios za kufanya saving, lakini kwenye hii scheme moja kwa moja inamsaidia mwanachama kufanya saving at the same time kuwa saved na hizi short term benefits while awaiting for the longer term where she will be able to get long term benefits. Yeah, kwa hiyo tunasisitiza mwanachama ahakikishe kwamba every time analeta michango on timely manner, so that he's not missing the opportunity to be eligible to get the benefits or to be offered the benefits. Lakini kwa wale ambao wako kwenye employment as well, tunawasihi they should be keen to look after their statements to check whether employers are remitting contributions on timely basis. Lakini vile vile tunawasihi wanachama wetu waweze kutumia platform zetu ambazo tunazo, NSSF portal na NSSF mobile portal, of which they will be able to on timely basis to check na vile vile inquire in case there is something that is not clarified well or something is not clear to them. Lakini tunayo website pia ambayo tuna mafao yetu haya, tuna huduma zetu tumeziweka pale, na pia eligibility za mafao yetu tunazo, lakini huwa tunafanya pia awareness training mara kwa mara kwenye hizi groups, kwa maana ya kwenye informal sector businesses na pia kwa waajiri. Lakini kingine ambacho cha muhimu tunachokijivunia ni kwamba sisi tunaweka under tripartite formation system or structure whereby members wako represented kwenye board yetu, board of trustees, wanakuwa represented na vile vyama vyao vya wafanyakazi. Kwa hivyo hata maamuzi yote tunayofanya kama mfuko, basi yanakuwa represented vizuri pamoja na waajiri, lakini vile vile government it has an arm to the board of trustees pamoja na other parties ambazo serikali inaona zinafaa kwa wakati huo. Yeah, nafikiri kwa ufupi sana, maana nimepewa dakika 10. I hope nimejitahidi cover some of the important parts.
Yes, asante Rema.
Yes.
Just a few questions, if I can ask on behalf of wafanya biashara wadogo wadogo, women ambao ni wafanya biashara wadogo wadogo, na pia wale ambao hawana constant source of income, wanaweza wakanufaika vipi na hii savings scheme ya NSSF?
Yeah. Asante. Kwenye design ya scheme hii ya hawa wajasiriamali, tumeruhusu kufanya contributions on kidogo kwa kuangalia vipindi. Kwa mfano kwa ile 30,000 ya individual contributions anaweza akaichangia kwa kudunduliza kidogo. Kwa hiyo ni moja ya advantage kwake, na kingine tumeruhusu pia kuchanga kwa msimu kwenda mbele kwa miezi 12 kama atakuwa amepata sasa amepata faida kubwa kwenye uzalishaji wake. Kwa hiyo tumeruhusu hivyo, ata contribute for 20 prospectively for 12 months, or else akishindwa anaweza akarudi nyuma retrospectively for 12 months. Lakini pia tumeondoa penalty pale kwenye uchangiaji. In case akiwa hajachangia on time, basi tumewaive ile penalty, hatakuwa ana penalty, ili kumfacilitate depending on their volatile nature ya shughuli zao. Well, that is the opportunity they have, unlike huku kwenye formal sector ambapo hakuna hiyo waiver ya penalty. Mwajiri anapochelewa kuchangia ili tuweze kuwekeza na kutoa mafao vizuri, basi tutampa hiyo penalty. Na pia tumekuwa tukifanya collaborations na financial sectors katika kutoa elimu on how to on the importance of saving, lakini vile vile tumekuwa tukifanya linkages na hizi opportunities ambazo serikali inazitoa, including capital empowerment. Tunaangalia wale ambao tayari wanaweza kuchangia, basi tunawaweka kwenye hiyo synergy, tunawaingiza, tunawalinki, tunawaunganisha na wao, kwa sababu tunajua tayari wana uwezo wa kuchangia. So that's how we can facilitate those who are small scale traders, including boda, mamalishe and the like.
Thank you. And what if somebody has two businesses, side business and is fully employed? How can she plan on the contribution?
Okay. For those who have formal employment jobs, they are statutorily or mandatorily required to contribute. But besides, if they have side jobs or side businesses, they will be able to contribute as supplementary members. So we have a supplementary scheme run by the fund, where we've allowed members to supplement whatever they are contributing from the formal settings. So it's open. They'll be able to contribute as a supplementary members, as a voluntary members under supplementary scheme, so as to supplement whatever it has already been contributed by either employer or under the informal sector hifadhi scheme.
Thank you. Thank you, Rehema. Thank you, Rehema. Okay. I hope everyone has understood where Rehema is coming from. And thank you for a very good session. I did not know if you have a side business, you can also contribute to NSSF on both. So that's something, a key takeaway that I've had. Yeah. I would invite, we are going to our Q&A session, and I would invite everyone to ask questions on this session. Rhoda has raised her hand. Can continue. Hi, Rhoda. Rhoda?
Yes, yes.
Hi.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Thank you so much. My name is Rhoda Makoiga from Mwanaspoti Fertilizer Company. My question goes to Absa Bank. Absa Bank, I would like to visit them to build the relation, but also would like to know if we don't have we have already have another bank arrangement for credit, but we would like also to onboard our staff so they can get also the loan through bank. So we would like to know if Absa Bank has that facility and what will be their demand for us. I think the other stuff we can talk as we meet. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rhoda. Jay?
Rhoda, asante. You mentioned the question around as a company tayari mna facility na mnahitaji mikopo kwa ajili ya wafanyakazi wenu. Yes, we do. We have what we call scheme programs ambapo we speak to the company directors, for instance, your company, and then tunaweza agree on several terms on loans na agree terms in terms of mkopo utakuwa ni wa muda gani na utakuwa una conditions gani. Maybe after this session I can share my contact with Veronica ili aweze kukutumia ili uweze kunipigia tuweze kuongea zaidi. Lakini inawezekana na hawa wafanyakazi wako pia kama unakuta wana mikopo sehemu nyingine, mara nyingi we just do a simple assessment ku ascertain whatever they are receiving wanaweza kupata kiasi gani more au kama we take over whatever they are receiving from another bank as well. But it is possible and karibu sana Absa Bank.
Asante sana.
Thank you, Jane. We also have another question for you. After a loan is disbursed, what follow-up does Absa offer, such as coaching, monitoring, or advisory to help the SMEs use the funds properly, manage cash flow, and grow sustainability?
Thank you. After a loan is disbursed, what do we do? What are the follow-up sessions we do? Nadhani kabla, maybe I'd like to take it back kidogo. Kabla hatuja disburse, huwa we sit with the customer, tunamuelezea the conditions that are tied to that loan. Mara nyingi unakuta ni basic conditions. Kwa hiyo unakuta tunamwambia hakikisha anayekulipa yoyote lazima apitishe fedha malipo yake kwenye akaunti yako ya Absa. We sit with them kumuelezea kila condition ambayo inakuwepo. Lakini I mentioned pia, for instance, specifically under the women businesses, we normally do trainings and we normally give access kwa biashara za wanawake, access ya markets, kuweza kuongea na wafanyabiashara wengine kwa ajili ya exchange ideas, lakini pia kwa ajili ya expand base yake ya customer. Kwa hiyo ukiacha tu kwamba kuna process ya loan disbursement, even before tunapopata tu approval, when we print that facility letter, tunakaa na huyo mtu tunamuelezea conditions, lakini pia kuna follow-ups in terms of kuna quarterly financial clinics that we do, ambapo sasa hivi we are trying as much as we can expand paka mikoani kuhakikisha that we visit our customers, lakini pia we monitor them closely kuhakikisha kwamba they also grow their businesses. So there are those sessions. Nadhani mtakuwa mkihia zaidi as time goes, lakini kuna sessions even before disbursement na kuna hizo follow-ups ambazo zinafanyika after, na kila ambaye anapata mkopo all the times anakuwa assigned na a relationship manager ambaye anasaidia kufanya hiyo close follow-up. Yeah.
Thank you, Jane. We also have Bella Solomon who has a question. You're welcome.
Thank you, and thank you for a wonderful session. I have two questions, one for the DSC and one for the NSSF. I've been following him that he said there is a low cost when you're transacting with ETF. Can we have the difference? How can that be low when compared to trading with shares and ETF? The second question for NSSF is, I would like to know, in case maybe my parents has gone already and she has been entitled she was earning a pension. When maybe we're trying to request for the, is there any other pension installment that will be disbursed upon when he's when she died or she's no longer exist? Is there any
Okay.
Welcome, Neema. Welcome, Rehema.
Rehema.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the very good question, Bella. Yeah. Pensioners who are enjoying pension, when they die, the left family, which are dependents, such as spouse and children, they will be paid a token amount. We call it token because it's a pension, the monthly pension times 3 years. So they'll be paid 3 years total pension of the deceased as a lump sum payment for grievancy and to end up his membership with the fund. Kwa hiyo watapewa miezi 36 ya ile pension ambayo alikuwa anapata kwa wale ambao ni wategemezi. Kwa hivyo kama yupo mke atapewa mke, kama hayupo mke basi watoto watapewa, watagawana, itategemea na namba ya watoto. Previously tulikuwa tumebana kidogo Bella. Tulikuwa tumesema lazima wawe ni wale nuclear family ambao wanapata, kwa maana ya either wazazi au watoto ambao wako chini ya umri wa miaka 21. Lakini baadaye tukaona kwamba kwa sababu kuna mwingine anaweza akafariki alafu asiwe na mtoto wa chini ya miaka 21. Kwa hiyo tumeextend kidogo. Sasa hivi any surviving dependent regardless of the age, as long as ni biological child of the deceased, basi yeye ndo atapata hayo mafao ambayo ni equivalent to 33 months times the amount of the pension that he used to receive. Kwa hiyo tunayo hayo mafao na tunayaita pension funeral grant. Asante dada Jen.
Thank you, Rehema. McLeod, you had a question there? McLeod?
Yes, Vero. Thank you, Bella, for a good question. Number one, there's what we call management fees that are charged on ETF. When ETF is listed like what is listed right now, Vertex, iTrust, the management fees are very low compared to unlisted ETF. So by having lesser management fees is what we refer, the cost on investing on ETF is very low compared to unlisted ETF. We can take an example by comparing listed ETF or CIS, which is Vertex and iTrust, vis-a-vis unlisted, the like UTT. When you are arriving on net asset value, you have to take the total asset minus liabilities. Liabilities include management fees. Under this ETF, which are listed, management fees, they are 1% compared to other unlisted. Unlisted is 1.7%. So when you compare 1.7 vis-a-vis 1%, 1.7 is higher than 1%. That's why we said when you are investing in listed ETF, the cost is low compared to other types of securities. Thank you. I submit, Vero.
Thank you very much, McLeod. There was also another question that has popped up on your side. What happens when you open a CDS account with a broker and the broker becomes uncooperative? Is it possible, and also is it possible to open multiple CDS accounts with different brokers?
Thank you. Number one, very sorry for that, what has happened if the broker has been uncooperative. But one thing is, please share with us the name of the broker. We have the email. When you enter in the MTP, we have email there, or on the DSC website, there's an email. You can share with us the name of the broker and why you think they have failed to cooperate with you. Second, you can also change the broker. There is no need of open another account, despite the fact that you can open another account, but there's option, you can change yourself, the broker. There's option on the account settings. You can go there and change your broker. Select another broker, then your detail will be transferred from the current broker to the other one you have selected. But to address the challenge that you have faced, please share with us the name of the broker, despite the fact you can open another account or you can change the broker at your fingertips. Thank you.
Thank you very much, McLeod. Is there any other question before we wind up? Comment from the panelists?
Vero?
Yes.
Maybe Vero?
Yes.
Just to share with the women or investors who are in this webinar right now,
Yes.
I can tell them investment at DSE is a profitable one and is a good way to go. For instance, we can look on two securities, their prices January this year. On 2nd of January 2026, CRDB was trading at 1,540. Today, right now, as we speak, CRDB is trading at 2,910. There's a change. If you buy one share of CRDB at 1,540, right now you can sell it at 2,910. Almost is increase of 89%. NMB was trading at 805.90,000. Today, as we speak, it's trading at 14,830, an increase of 73 just in less than 3 months. So when we are investing in securities which are listed at the DSE and you select a proper investment opportunities which are there is a potential gain you can gain. You will never earn a significant income from any type of investment compared to what is listed in the DSE, especially on the equity. Despite of that, you should know there is also a risk of investing in those securities. But I was talking on the opportunities. Thank you. I submit.
Thank you. We have one question that has popped up here. Let me allow him to talk, then we can wind up. Hi, Frank. Hi, Frank. Frank, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, hello, you're welcome.
Okay, mine is just to comment a very nice presentation from presenter, McLeod, Rehema, and my sister from ABSA. And just Frank Cabo from Vertex International Securities Limited, and proud that we are presented there by Stella. Mimi nataka tu niwaambie kina mama kwamba capital market ni sehemu sahihi sana kwenu kwa sababu huku panahitaji patience na utakubaliana na mimi kwamba kina mama wengi wana patient. So una uwezo wa kukuza mtaji wako with the time kama alivyosema McLeod, through hisa, through bonds, through investment kwenye hii mifuko ya uwekezaji wa pamoja. Lakini kikubwa ambacho naona kijaongelewa nimesema nikiseme kwanza ni declare interest. Mimi ni mtoto wa mama kina mama mnaweza mkafanya hiki kitu kinaitwa investment kwa watoto wenu na wanaweza wakawashukuru sana baadaye. So nilitaka tu ni comment hilo, nimeona lijiongelewa kwamba kina mama tusiangalie tu investment kwa maana ya sisi, lakini ukimnunulia mwanao leo mwenye mwaka mmoja miwili share, atakapofikia umri wa kwenda shule, huenda hizo shares zikawa ni ada ya shule yake yote. So I just want to commend that. Niko somewhere, mtandao sio mzuri sana, lakini siko mbali sana na macloud yalipo. Asante sana.
Thank you very much, Frank. It was very, very nice. Umetukumbusha kitu kimoja cha muhimu sana as women with families, with kids. That's also a very good thing. Thank you very much. As we are concluding, I would like to thank everyone for attending this session. We are going to have another session which will focus on financial inclusion, how women can access and use financial services better. That's saving, credit, digital finance, and inclusive products to grow and protect their wealth. So everyone, stay tuned and looking forward to see you all in our second webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, Vero.
Bye-bye.
Bye, thanks.
Thank you, Veronica.
Thank you, Stella.
We appreciate Veronica.
Thank you, Rehema. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.